Hey everyone, show and tell time again. I've been working on something bigger for a while, so it's been a little bit since I've had something to show off. So I'm kind of jumping the gun here and just kind of wanted to show off this piece early. So this is a prototype piece. There's more to come. There's some refinements to be made, and there's plenty more to do. And I'm actually gonna add an exotic metal to this, but that will be revealed later. But just kind of wanted to show off the mechanics. So this is the original SB sculpture, and this is the big brother to that. They're both based on the same kind of composition, same idea. It's become kind of a habit of mine to take 3 cracks at an idea and sort of iterate around a composition. So this is number 2 in my efforts. When I finished this piece and had some time to just kind of mull it over, I'm constantly doing this this with it. These little fingers are just really fun to grip, and these are both these pieces are based around what I consider to be sort of a category of sculpture beads, and that simply means that these are loosely based on some of the machined beads I see out in the machinist community, and I've sort of been inspired by, and I just wanted to kind of take that in a sculptural direction. So they've just sort of evolved into these little projects, even though these are big for a bead. And obviously this one is bigger than that because I wanted to move into something more mechanical, and I needed room to add guts and parts that move. And so I took that original idea of doing that and decided that these need to slide, and that was the impetus, and I really just wanted to get a piece that I could just really manipulate. And this is so much fun. You can get 3 fingers on all of the 3 parts and kind of manipulate them at the same time. And it really changes a sculpture when it becomes a tactile mechanical thing. So there's obviously a lot of visual similarities, but the experience of the piece is something very different now that it's mechanical. So this is a sort of a magnetic assembly. I wanted to retain the same basic composition. So this one has a little retaining bolt in there that was installed with this funny little screwdriver, and this has a similar sort of retaining setup. So there's a little custom shoulder screw in there, where this one seats into a radius and creates the location for the finger. This sits in a channel that's been milled with a T-slot cutter, and it serves to just retain these fingers from being able to be pulled off, but creates enough clearance that it can still slide. So they serve a retention function, not a location function. The magnets, each of the fingers has a grouping of 3 magnets on each end, and then there's a magnet in the body on each side, and that provides the sort of haptic feeling of when you slide these, and the fingers themselves just rest in this radius channel. So that gives you a nice smooth channel for them to slide in. So there's no bearings or anything that they just slide easy enough. Now the magnets are sized big enough to give a good haptic feel, but small enough that they don't tug on the fingers to create too much friction. So I think it's a well-balanced setup, but it's fun in the sense that the piece kind of transforms, and you can sit like that, or you can sit like that, or you can do that. You can do a couple of things with it, and it's not, obviously this isn't earth-shaking, but it's a very fun little piece, and I think it goes a long way to kind of growing that idea. Let's see, I can't really think of anything else. I just really wanted to show the piece off because I was having so much fun with it last night. I put it together last night. Obviously, this is the prototype, so there's some refinements to be made. These fingers obviously have to be slightly smaller diameter than this radius to glide in here smoothly. So actually pretty good. I was getting a little bit of rocking in here because of that, and I thought it was because it's contacting only in the middle on the bottom. So I thought maybe I could put a flat on this side of the radius so that instead of contacting in one point, as you can see the wear marks, it would contact in 2 points on each side and give a more stable feel, so it won't rock as much, and that way it'll be gliding on these surfaces. So I'm going to explore that. I've said too much, but anyway, that's my way. I don't believe in secrets. So yeah, it's a really neat work. So I'm gonna, once I get the other prototypes done and get this shot and polished and a write-up done, I'll release more details about my thoughts on them. So I just, you know, I wanted to share the pieces and kind of just get them out there, so I could get some feedback as things progress. Hope you enjoy it. Thanks.